3 rounds of discussion with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first from a Zoom call in Columbia, South Carolina, Matthew, aka the Unbreakable Spirit. And his opponent from a Zoom call in Atlanta, Georgia, Daniel, aka the Executioner. Take it away, Matthew.
Thank you, Jesse, for that wonderful introduction. And hello, everyone. Welcome to episode number 24 of At Odds with the Unbreakable Spirit.
And the Executioner, Daniel Travis.
God, we should make a punishment 1 week he has to not interrupt me.
Yes, we got 3
Anyways,
topics.
As per usual, let's run through them real quick.
Topic 1.
Thank you to Paul Levesque, aka Hunter Helmsley, aka Triple H.
Topic number 2.
Thank you to Mark the Undertaker Calloway, and how great his induction speech was.
Topic 3.
What WWE should do with Cody Rhodes.
Yes.
Man, this should be a week where we had Adam Blompied as a guest. Maybe
Yeah.
one day.
Yeah, but alright, you start off first. Go ahead.
Yeah, we're gonna start off with topic number 1. Prior to WrestleMania, Paul Levesque, the Chief Operating Officer of World Wrestling Entertainment, announced his in-ring retirement.
Yes, which
He will be focusing on building new stars for the future of World Wrestling Entertainment.
Yeah, which, for those of you that don't know, he had to retire like this. He had to retire because he had some heart problems, and like he is like a that the thing that you put in the heart. What's it called? The
Pacemaker?
Yeah, he had like a pacemaker put in and shit.
Yeah.
So the ironic thing about his announcing his retirement is that was literally the day after he made his in-ring debut.
Like all those years ago, like 20-something years ago?
27 years ago.
Jesus!
Yeah, Paul, excuse me. Paul had he had a great career. He had
14-time world champion.
Yeah, 14-time world champion, 5-time Intercontinental champion, 2-time European, multiple-time tag team champion.
Founder of Generation X.
A founder of
the
DA.
Clique.
And also responsible for the legendary career of Randy Orton and Batista.
Yeah. My friend or co-host is always saying that Triple H is going to be a 3-time Hall of Famer.
Yeah, and the reason I'm saying that is because when Randy Orton, or even during Randy Orton's current active run, he could. What I was saying is that with how big of a career with how big that Evolution was, I figured that they would deserve a spot in the WWE.
And you
Hall
want
of
to know
Fame.
something kind of funny?
What?
Of the members of Evolution, Randy Orton is the only one that is still an active wrestler.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, I just realized I forgot to set to start the timer again.
Yeah.
It's going.
All right, but
Yeah, I agree with you. Evolution, certainly, despite it being a mystery, did not mean to reference the song. It will, it probably does deserve a Hall of Fame induction after Randy retires.
In a decade.
But I'm going to call my shot now. First ballot Hall of Fame class of 2023,
Mm.
Triple H.
Yeah, as a solo,
Yeah, because DX is already in the Hall of Fame.
but the question that I would need to ask is if when Triple H gets inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame, my question is, who is going to induct him?
Am I getting deja vu from when we discussed the exact same thing for The Undertaker?
Yes.
I have three options.
Okay. One,
Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
father-in-law. Makes sense. Two,
Stephanie McMahon, his
What?
beloved wife.
makes total sense.
And finally, his best friend and occasional goofball, Shawn Michaels.
Or our one-time bitter enemies.
Yeah. But I like to think of them more as
Frenemies.
goofballs together. They literally acted like children during the PG era as DX.
Yeah, I will say Triple H definitely, he had a lot of fantastic matches. Well, there wasn't really a bad match he had in his career. I mean, except for those weird like pig pen matches that he competed in. Except for that point in his career where he got destroyed because of Scott Hall and Kevin Nash going to leave to WCW, and Shawn was out of it.
The infamous curtain call.
Yeah, where Shawn was out of action and would have thought to be retired, and everyone and the only person left was Hunter. So they're like, okay, we'll just put we can't punish Hunter.
We'll just put titles on him.
No. First he was punished for that.
Yeah.
And then he did that infamous promo with Jerry the King Lawler where he said, he spoke, how he truly felt about the curtain call, and he said, I am the fucking game. Boom.
Yeah. Is that how he got the nickname?
Yeah.
Hmm.
And then, for a while, he had a theme song of My Type, and then I heard when he was looking for a new theme song, he talked to Motorhead.
And Motorhead recorded 2 theme songs for Triple H. 3?
The Game, The King of Kings, and Evolution.
Right, Line in the Sand. Because Time was performed by the band that did the theme for D-Generation X.
Yeah, and Triple H is like, I need something a lot more cool, badass. But yeah, Triple H had a hell of a career. I had the fortunate honor. I had the honor of seeing Triple H compete twice at Mania, both times against Undertaker.
Yeah, and I saw him compete twice. Once at Royal Rumble 2010 in the Royal Rumble, where he got eliminated by Shawn. And the second time at WrestleMania 27.
And I will say, the ironic thing about Triple H's retirement, before he retired, I will say, the ironic thing is that he had his last WrestleMania match was against Batista, which I heard that Dave and Hunter both wanted that match to be not a no-holds-bar match, but a Hell in the Cell match. considering that was the only time that Triple H was defeated.
Yeah, because until Triple H faced Batista inside Hell in a Cell, he was undefeated in Hell in a Cell matches. Hell
Yeah,
in a Cell matches were Triple H's equivalent of Undertaker at WrestleMania up until WrestleMania 30.
yeah, and then his final match was against at a show in Saudi Arabia was against Randy Orton, which I will say is kind of ironic that his final match was against the Legend Killer.
Yeah, we got about 30 seconds left. Final thoughts?
Final thoughts. Thank you, Paul, for a hell of a career. You deserve to retire, and you deserve to be the main inductee of the Hall of Fame. And if you're not, I will be quite surprised.
Yeah. All I can say is we all need to bow down to the king. Thank you, Paul Levesque, for entertaining millions for 27 years. You deserve a long, happy retirement.
Yes.
And we'll be right back with topic number 2.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to topic number 2. Thank you to Mark Calloway, aka The Undertaker.
I think it's fitting that someone that has a nickname that is related to death starts off the topic talking about The Undertaker.
Okay, yeah, that is quite ironic, but seriously, Mark Calloway had an absolute legendary career.
Over 30 years.
Yeah, 34 years in total.
And I'm also probably at some point soon gonna watch Undertaker: The Last Ride.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, they should do like a similar series for Triple H called Triple H Game Over.
Yeah, I will say that Mark Calloway didn't really have for those of you that don't know, Mark Calloway was in WCW for a bit as Mark Meanway Calloway. Didn't really do a whole lot. WCW were like, people aren't gonna pay money to wrestle, so he left, went to WWE. They were gonna call him Undertaker Kane.
But then they decided to give Kane to his kayfabe brother.
Well, yeah, Undertaker. This is how committed to the role of Undertaker that Mark Calloway was. He played the character literally 24/7.
Yeah, he didn't even have a social media for a majority of his career. And then people got mad when he got a Twitter.
What?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah. But,
Hypocrites.
dude, it's the internet.
Oh, yeah, right. People are dumbasses.
Yeah.
Okay.
People are legitimately dumb.
Because I will say Mark Calloway, had had a bunch of
And I will say his Hall of Fame speech wasn't really a Hall of Fame speech. It was mainly roasting people. Like
Really?
Godfather, Kane, other people.
Yeah, for those of you that don't know, Undertaker roasted a lot of people at the Hall of Fame, but it was Undertaker's idea. Undertaker, when Kane was created, he wrestled a guy called the Unabomber. He's like, we could do something with this guy. So they decided to give him the Kane gimmick, and yeah.
After giving him like fake Diesel and a dentist.
Yeah, yes, for those of you that don't know.
Wrestling's weird.
Yeah, but Mark Calloway wrestled for WWE for 30 years.
And he did say in the last ride that he wanted to go out in a fitting way for The Undertaker.
Yeah, he
That
could
just
have.
so happened to be the return of the American Badass and a Boneyard match.
Okay, I really wouldn't say it was the return. I would say it was kind of like a mix of everything for Undertaker.
Yeah, but he rode up on a motorcycle with a bandana. If that doesn't scream American Badass, I don't know what does.
I mean, I felt like it was more of a mix of just an homage of just everything.
Fair, he did have a Ministry of Darkness vest on.
Yeah, so hey, he did say that he would have wanted to wrestle AJ Styles in his prime, which is just a hell of an accomplishment. And I have heard that AJ Styles might have convinced him to come out of retirement for one more match. I've heard that. No, seriously, I've heard that.
Like Phenom versus the Phenomenal One. This books itself. Audio did not cut there. I censored myself.
Yeah, but Mark Calloway, had, the iconic streak which lasted for 21 years.
A long time.
Yeah, Matthew and I have both had the honor of seeing Undertaker wrestle him at the 2010 Royal Rumble and WrestleMania 27. Me, 27-28.
Yeah. And if you haven't had a chance to, we are not sponsored by what I'm about to say, but if you haven't had the chance to see Undertaker wrestle at Royal Rumble 2010, that's one of the matches on the 2K showcase for 2K22.
Yeah, I will say,
like I said, we're not sponsored by WWE 2K22.
Mark,
So, for the Lord knows if we were, we would lose our minds.
Yeah, Mark Calloway, won multiple. Here's a fact for you, Matthew. Mark Calloway has won a lot of titles, but he has never won. Not once in his entire 30-year career did he win the Intercontinental Championship.
Did he need it? Probably not.
No. But Undertaker, had a lot of, had a classic feud with He just didn't have a bad match.
Yeah. Can we mention that Triple H was the only man to fight Undertaker at WrestleMania 3 times?
Yes, 3.
Because everyone, even WWE, forgets about WrestleMania 17.
Yeah, WrestleMania 17 was the first time.
Then a decade later at WrestleMania 27, and then a year after.
Yeah, but I want to say my final thoughts are: thank you, Undertaker. You just honestly deserve it. That's it.
Enjoy your retirement, Undertaker. It is long overdue and well deserved. And we're going to take a break before the final topic. And we are back for our final topic, which is how, or what, I guess, WWE should do with
the
Cody Rhodes. Not to be confused with how Adam would book Cody Rhodes. But go watch that video. It's great.
Yeah, but I will say, and I did see this on Ringside News. The opening promo that Cody Rhodes cut on Monday Night Raw that you missed at the beginning of Raw was unscripted.
I'm not surprised. He needs to have an open mic. He's great on the mic when he can say whatever.
But I mean, my question is, I'm glad that Cody Rhodes is back, and I will say that is kind of I will say I was just surprised that he is back, but honestly, like I'm honestly wondering how long it's gonna take the WWE universe before we get sick and tired of him and we start booing him before we start
Oh,
booing.
probably not very long.
But I will say
wrestling fans are never shy about speaking their minds.
no, but this is something I think what WWE, I hate to say this, what WWE needs to do with Cody is, well, yes, he said that he would like to win the world title. I do believe that Cody Rhodes should go to NXT and win that title because it was the thing that his father helped build, and he could, I don't know, maybe want to.
Okay, fair enough. I will say Cody should go to NXT, win the NXT title and the Dusty Classic, and then come back to Raw or SmackDown.
Yeah. But
and
I will.
And maybe win a War Games match while he's down there.
Yeah. I will say, no, I will say what I would like to see from Cody Rhodes is, I don't know, what are some matches you would like to see Cody Rhodes have in WWE?
Well, I know he's on Raw. Like, obviously, if he wants the world title,
him and Roman, I think would have an amazing feud.
Yeah, and let's just be happy Cody's not going with the dashing gimmick this time around.
Yeah.
Because then the Superman punch wouldn't connect with him at all.
Yeah, I will say, another rivalry I would like to see is if Triple H hadn't retired, I would have liked to see a match with him just because of their history. I would like to see him have a match with Styles, with Ed.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I'd like to see. No, that match would be full of awesomeness. Sorry.
Dude, were you trying to parody Edge or something?
I don't know, but I will. But another match I would like to see is him have a feud with Austin Theory. I think would be good. Another match I would like to see is him have a feud with his former tag team partner McIntyre.
Were they a tag team?
Yes, they were a tag team.
When?
A decade ago.
Cody Rhodes were a tag team.
Even tag team champions, yes.
God, a lot can change in a decade.
Yeah, but another match I would like to see is, I don't know, maybe him have a feud with The Miz.
Yeah, someone needs to smack some sins into The Miz.
I mean, mostly, because, hey, with how good Cody Rhodes is on the mic, and with how awesome The Miz is, they'd just be perfect. Miz is just perfect at getting, like, I'm sorry, but if you want Cody Rhodes to get over as a babyface, what better heel to get him over than Mike?
I have no disagreement with that.
I will say for SmackDown feuds, I would, maybe not so much Happy Corbin.
Nakamura? If he turns heel?
Yeah.
And by he, I'm referring to Cody.
Yeah. I would also like to see, him have a feud with Owens. I would like to see him have a match with Styles.
Okay, you're starting to repeat yourself.
Oh shit! What would you like to see from Cody Rhodes?
I would like him to have a proper rivalry with Randy Orton.
Ooh.
He and have him finally beat his former legacy leader.
I mean, they're on the same brand. All you need to do is just turn red.
And Cody is 10 times better than he was in the mid 2000s.
I mean, I will say.
Wait, late 2000s, early 2010.
I will say, all you need to do is just have Randy Orton turn heel, then just boom, you got a rivalry.
Yeah. I'd also like to see him maybe form up, and like in terms of SmackDown,
Yes.
this is gonna sound weird, but I'd like to see Cody to form a Kingdom faction to be a foil for the Bloodline if he gets into a rivalry with Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
Because he would need backup.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, like, since Cody Rhodes has, just that banger matches since leaving WWE, I will say this, whoever Cody Rhodes is, I just want WWE to book Cody Rhodes properly, because maybe, and if you think about this, maybe that will get other people like, I don't know, MJF or other people to like, hey, if Cody Rhodes...
MJF has teased going to WWE when his contract expires in literal years.
Yeah, I don't ask. I don't know.
But if you want to hear more about that, we covered that on a previous podcast.
Yeah, but I will say, hey, anyone that maybe people in AEW are like, hey, if he can have a phenomenal, if he can be booked properly, maybe I could go there and be booked properly.
Yeah, but I just hope that they do Cody
justice,
because, like he said and like Corey said, he is undeniable now. He will not be overlooked.
No. But yeah, that's all we got.
And you know what? There's a line in his theme song that actually speaks true to Cody.
What?
Hard times make better men.
Yeah.
And that's all the time we got. So
we'll see you next week. Next time we record.
Roll that outro. Thank you for listening to At Odds, hosted by the Unbreakable Spirit
and the Executioner,
edited by the Unbreakable Spirit. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at MTS_life_0126.
You can follow me on Instagram at DanTravis121, and you can also follow me on the Twitter at DanTheExecutioner21.
And you can follow the podcast at Odds Podcast. We'll be back next week with more debates and discussions. But until then, the Executioner and the Unbreakable Spirit will still be at odds.
Thank you, losers.